Hi, good evening and welcome to Vanessa Loves. Today I want to talk about connection because it's Saturday afternoon, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm sat in the garden on my own. Both kids, Liberty's at work and Jodie's just popped out to see his friends. But we had a busy morning running everybody around to different matches and friends and workplaces. And then I sat down at 1 o'clock and I felt incredibly redundant, because I think sometimes as a single mum, when your kids are growing up, and I didn't have anything planned today apart from just being with myself and writing because I knew the kids would be out, I was standing in the kitchen on my own just thinking, oh, this feels a bit quiet. And actually, because of the fact that, every human being longs for connection, and I love connecting with people. I love that connected feeling within myself and the outside world. And it really just got me thinking about connection, because as human beings, we are innately drawn to connection, and we need and want connection, and to feel loved and like we belong somewhere. I find that many people have and still do. Wow. The big red kite above my head, reach out for that connection with others, and it's made such a difference with the internet, because those people, or those of us that are unable to get out and about, it's been a massive way to connect. And especially if you're shy or lacking in confidence and self-esteem, it's a brilliant way to connect. But because of the ease of connecting on the internet, I personally have found that it has become, like many others, it's become the way we connect, rather than looking at the true meaning of connection. And it really got me thinking while I was sitting here on my own. The weather has been absolutely stunning. The sun has just gone behind the clouds at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And it really just got me thinking about what type of connection are we truly working towards, aware of. There's a, for me, the ultimate connection is with our higher self. So whatever you call that, whether you call it God, divine, source energy, that's the main connection we need to worry about, that we need to be aware of connecting ourselves to. And that comes from the admission that we choose ourselves first. So that for me is the ultimate in self-love, is deciding to choose myself first, so I connect with that higher power, my highest self, the energy that turns this world, grows the grass and beats my heart. Then you've got mental connection, and the way you choose to think is absolutely huge, and that comes from the connection you have with the divine, which knows your purpose, your destiny, the reason that you're here. Then you've got emotional connection, which is, for me, how you feel in your physical body. So being aware of your emotions and your feelings, because I know over the years I have completely numbed myself out at times because I don't want to feel things. So how do I feel in this moment? Whatever it is that you feel, it's okay, but allow it to come to you and go through you. Don't hang on to it, good or bad. Spiritual connection is that connection with the divine. And then you've got the connection with your physical body. So we've talked about how we feel, but how do you look after your body? How do you nourish your body? How do you condition your body? What do you feed yourself? How do you move your body? There's connection with pets, with the wildlife. There's connection with being out in nature, the natural world that is animals, plants, trees, water. The problem I have found, and especially with myself actually first, and then with my clients or friends and family, the biggest pain that comes up is when people reach out to other people for that connection, because they think that person, either in a friendship or a work environment, romantic, intimate connection, we think that connection with somebody else is going to be what will fulfill us, and it's not the case. I've talked before about what I call SEX, sacred energy exchange. Where do you have that sex exchange, the sacred energy exchange, where it's a two-way thing? So it comes from you to another person or a thing and comes back to you and vice versa. They're the connections that feed us and that feed our souls. They're the connections that really help us feel alive. You might have that with your pet, you might have that with your children, your best friend, your lover, somebody at work, but they are the connections, and that is the connection that feeds us most. What else did I want to say? I think that's about it. The results of those feelings. Now this is the important thing. The results of those feelings is that fulfilled from the inside out feeling, not from the outside in. That helps, yes, but it's not the be all and end all. It's that feeling where you just feel so full up from the inside out, you're overflowing. Then you are able to be generous and kind, and you have that inner peace where you're able to respond to people and things and feelings around you rather than reacting. It's that wonderful feeling of joy and passion and enthusiasm, and that vitality that you have within that then shows on the outside. I mean, God, we look at people dragging themselves around through life, just existing. You know, they look like they're in discomfort. They look grey. They look unwell. They frankly just look in pain. And for me, I can't see that they are connected to that energy that thrives within them and then shows on the outside. And then we've got people that look incredibly well. They have that sparkle, that shine about them. They have that luminosity where they just light up the room when they walk in. That energy that when you meet somebody, or we see it a lot more in animals as well. Oh, the sun's coming out now. That magnetic attraction where you just feel, I'm drawn to that person or that thing or that animal, because it's the truth. It's where your truth is. That's where, when we can align ourselves with that joyous feeling. Now on the flip side of that, disconnection, that's the person I'm talking